right? Now in Hoffman tree, a specific method of representing each symbol is there, right? And this method produce a code in such a manner that no code word is a prefix of some other code word, right? આજે આપણે example થી જોયું, right? Such codes are called prefix code or prefix free codes. Thus this method is useful for obtaining optimal data compression, right? So let us understand the Hoffman coding with the help of one example. Right? So consider this character with these frequencies, right? And these frequencies are in thousands, right? In Huffman code, basically there are two types of coding: fixed length coding and variable length coding, right? So if we use the fixed length coding, we will need fixed number of bits to represent any character from A to H. We use 3 bits to represent any character, right? And hence we will arrange given symbols along with their frequencies, right? So here we use the fixed length coding, right? So first step is to arrange the characters in the ascending order of their excuse me, in the ascending order of their frequencies, right? So here you have to arrange the characters along with their frequencies, right? So which character has the minimum frequency? F, right? So first write down F colon 5. 5 is a frequency associated with character F, right? Then next is E9, right? Then C12, B13, D16, and A45. All of you getting up to this point?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, right? Now step number 2. Right? Step number 2 is extract two nodes with the minimum frequency. Right? Extract two nodes with the minimum frequency. Right? So already we arrange all the characters in ascending order of the frequency. Right? So here we have to select first two character, that is F and E. Right? Select these two nodes with minimum frequency and create a new internal node with frequency equal to the sum of the two nodes frequency, right? So using this two node F and E, right, create one new node here, right, using the sum of these two characters frequency, right? So new node will be like this. Sorry. 5 plus 9 is equals to 14, right? So here we create one new internal node with the sum of these two nodes frequencies, right? Then make the first extracted node as its left child, right? And the other extracted node as its right child, right? અત્યારે આપણે શું કરીએ છીએ? We create the Hoffman's tree, right? Using the table of frequencies, using the characters frequency. Now we are creating the Hoffman's tree, right? So this is the creation of the Hoffman's tree, right? So now next is, after creating one internal node using the two minimum frequencies extracted node, right? Step number 3 is arrange the newly created node in ascending order of the frequency, right? So newly created node frequency is now 14. So you have to rearrange your tree, or you have to rearrange your nodes like this. Getting? Right? Now next is assign 0 to left branch and 1 to right branch. Right? Now we use these nodes of the tree, right, for encoding, right? So for that we have to assign 0 and 1, right? Because we perform the encoding and decoding of the number. Uh, uh, we have to perform the encoding and decoding of the binary numbers using the Hoffman code, right? We have to create the binary uh, numbers for particular characters, right? So we will encode each of the branch, right? And encoding should start from the top to down, right? So we have to follow the left branch, then we should encode it as a 0, and if we follow the right branch, then we should encode it as a 1, right? So that's why we have to assign 0 to left branch and 1 to right branch, right? So after assigning 0 and 1 to left and right branch, rearrange the tree in ascending order, right? That we already done. Repeat the process to complete the tree. So this is just step number 3, right? So we repeat the process to complete the tree, right? So next our minimum frequency nodes are C and B, right? So create one new internal node with sum of these two frequencies, that is 12 plus 13 is equals to 25. Create left child and right child and assign 0 and 1, right? And rearrange the tree according to ascending order, right? All of you getting up to this point?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay. Now next is, after creating 14 and 25 internal node, right? Our tree should be like this, right? Now here minimum frequency nodes are 14 and 16, right? Because we already done with this tree and this tree, right? So now on this label, which has the minimum frequency 14 and 16, right? So create one new internal node using the frequency 14 and 16, right? And assign 0 and 1 and rearrange the tree like this, because this 25 has the minimum frequency. So you have to rearrange this and 30 will be at this position, right? Now next, after this, which node has the minimum frequency 25 and 30? So create one new node, that is 55, right? So 45 should be at this place, right? Now again assign 0 and 1 to left child and right child, right? Then after this, again create one new internal node, that is 45 plus 55, that is 100, right? Assign 0 and 1, right? So this will be our final Hoffman tree for the given characters A, B, C, D, E, F, right? All of you clear with this Hoffman tree procedure,
Yes, ma'am.
right? Now, after creating the Hoffman tree, right? Find out the Hoffman code for each and every symbol, right? After creating the Hoffman tree, find out Hoffman's code, right? With each and every symbol, right? So for A, Hoffman code is 0, right? For creating the code, you have to use the Hoffman's tree, right? So for A, Hoffman code is 0, right? Now next is B, right? Now to reach at B, right? Hoffman code should be 101, right? For B, Hoffman code is from root to 1, 0 and 1, right? Now next is for C. Now tell me, what will be the Hoffman code for C?
100.
100,
100.
right? 100, right? Then next is D. For D, it is 111, right? For E, it is 1101, right? And for F, it is 1100, right? So these are the code associated with each symbol, right? Now, if we want to encode a string, right? Now, if we want to encode a string A, E, E, D, right? All of you write down this string in your notebook. If we want to encode a string A, E, E, D, then what will be the code for this string A, E, E, D? What will be the code for this string? Code for this string is 0, that is for A, right? Then 1101, that is for E. Again 1101, that is for E. And 111, that is for D, right? So code for string, encoding code for string A, E, E, D is 01101 1101 111. Getting?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? And what is the decoding code for this code 01101110111? That is AED, AEED, right? So in this way, the Hoffman code is used for encoding and decoding, right? And this encoded data is used in data compressions technique, right? So whenever you want to perform data compressions, right, and you require the encoded data for data compression, you can use the Hoffman code technique. Right? So this is the encoding, and what is decoding? Decoding is the exact reverse procedure of encoding, right? So in a constructed Hoffman's tree, the leaves represent the characters, and from given code word we can find out the original characters, right? And what are the benefits or advantage of uh, this Hoffman code technique, right? So uh, we can perform the encoding and decoding technique with variable frequencies of the character, right? We can perform the encoding technique on the uh, variable length frequencies of the character available in your code, right? So this is the advantage of Hoffman's code technique, right? Now let us understand the algorithm, right? So the method which is used to construct optimal prefix code is called the Hoffman coding, right? And this algorithm for Hoffman code, right, builds a tree in bottom-up manner, right? So here Hoffman C, where C be a number of leaves, right? Here C be a number of leaves. So n is equals to C, right? And Q be the priority queue which can be used while constructing binary heap, right? Already you learn the binary heap and max heap, mean heap algorithms, right? So all of you understand what is heap, right? So Q be the priority queue which can be used while constructing a binary heap, right? So Q is equals to C, right? Now for I is equals to 1 to n minus 1, right? So this loop will execute the number of leaves time because n is equals to C, right? Now next is allocate a new node Z, right? And what will be the z left? Z left is equals to x is equals to extract minimum of q. Right? So જે તમારી priority queue માં જે current node હશે, right? એમાંથી જે minimum value હશે, that will be your left child. જે current node તમે જે extract કર્યું, right? એમાં જે minimum value હશે, that will be your left child. અને જે maximum value વાળું હશે, that will be your right child. Right? Then next is you have to add the frequency to create a new internal node. Right? So new internal node જે તમે z create કર્યો છે એની frequency કેટલી થશે? Z frequency is equals to x ની frequency અને y ની frequency. એટલે જે બે નોડ તમે extract કર્યા છે બંનેની frequency ને add કરવાનું. So that will be the frequency for newly created node. Right? And insert q comma z. Right? So this function will insert the z node into the priority queue, right? And return the root of the tree after how many iterations? N minus 1 iterations, right? Now what will be the time complexity for this algorithm? Here we create a tree, right? So what will be the time complexity for this algorithm? Here your loop execute n minus 1 times, right? And you create a tree. So for tree structure, how to find the time complexity?
N log n.
N log n.
N log n. How n log n?
Last leaf node.
Hmm. Hello. Lastly, what? Lastly, I cannot hear you properly. Who said that n log n? Please explain me how it is n log n, or it's o log n. It's n log n or log n. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, ma'am. O N
Okay.
log n.
O n log n. How it's O n log n? Had already Kushal sir explained the analysis part in very good manner. Right? He already explained all the analysis of sorting and searching algorithm very, very clearly. Right? So now you have to you can find out time complexity for any algorithm given to you. Right? Here I already told you about the how many times this loop will execute. Right? So tell me Hoffman's algorithm time complexity. હવે એટલીસ્ટ તમને આટલા સિમ્પલ અલ્ગોરિધમની ટાઈમ કોમ્પ્લેક્સિટી તો ફાઇન્ડ કરતા આવડવું જ જોઈએ, બીકોઝ અહીંયા આપણે શું કરીએ છીએ? આપણે નોડને મર્જ કરીએ છીએ, રાઈટ? અને એક હીપ બાઇનરી હીપ ક્રિએટ કરીએ છીએ, રાઈટ? સો એની કોમ્પ્લેક્સિટી શું આવશે? Why it's n
By
log n
આપણે
or log n? Hmm?
for the n time the for loop will be iterate, and the log n
Hmm.
complexity is for the binary heap sort.
Okay, good. Right, so this is the Hoffman code. Now, all of you solve this first example in your notebook. All of you solve this first example in your notebook and tell me the Hoffman code for A, B, C, and D. All of you solve this first example in your notebook and tell me the code for A, B, C, and D. Write down code in the chat box after you solve this example. First step is associate already they are giving you the frequency in a colon 50 manner, right? So first step is you have to arrange the characters into ascending order of the frequency, right? Then start creating a tree. For creation of tree, first two minimum frequency node will be extracted first and will create one new node like this.
Done, mate.
Please write down the codes in your please write down the codes in the chat box so I can verify your answer. ઓકે બાકીના શું કર જે ફાલ્ગુન
Yes, ma'am.
ચેટ બોક્સમાં જો ફાલ્ગુનીનો જે આન્સર છે ને that is the correct answer.
Yes, ma'am. Retried, then correct.
Right, so this is about the Hoffman code. Right, so now from greedy algorithm chapter only one topic is remaining, that is knapsack problem, right? We already solved the knapsack problem using the dynamic programming, right? But we can solve that same problem with the use of greedy algorithm also. So that we will cover uh, in next lecture. That is in the offline lecture, right? Because this knapsack problem using greedy is very important, right? And we will solve almost 2 to 3 example for that, right? So I can clear all your doubts about the knapsack problem using greedy algorithm if you come in the offline mode, right? So that's why I skip that topic in the online lectures, right? So this is the end of this topic, Hoffman code, right? In next lecture, we'll start with the knapsack problem using the greedy algorithm, right? Come with your calculator when you come for the offline lectures, right? So, in yesterday's lecture, I asked you about the topics which you want to cover in the offline mode again, which already covered in your online lectures, right? So, is there any topic that you want to that you want me to cover in the offline mode from the previous topics which we already covered in the online mode?
Floyd's algorithm.
Sorry,
Floyd's algorithm.
Floyd's algorithm.
Dynamic.
Floyd's algorithm.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Just let me write down the topic name. Is there any topic which you want to cover in the uh, offline mode again? First one is Floyd's Bolshoi algorithm. Na? Okay. Another topic. right, હું બધાને પૂછું છું. મેટ્રિક્સ ચેઇન મલ્ટિપ્લિકેશન. ઓકે. One is matrix chain multiplication and second is Floyd's algorithm. Any other student wants to cover me the topic sequential search algorithm? The sequential search already you learn in your data structure also. Okay, no worries. We will cover sequential search again. Okay. Any other thing? હજી છે કોઈ સ્ટુડન્ટ્સ ને અસેમ્બલી લાઇન શેડ્યુલિંગ?
હેલો મેમ.
હા
મેમ લોંગેસ્ટ ચેઇન સબસિક્વન્સ છે
હા
તો એમાં શું કે એક્ઝામમાં પૂછાયેલો ને તો બધા સ્ટેપ કરવા જઈએ ને તો બહુ ટાઈમ ખાઈ જાય એમ છે.
હા મેં તમને પહેલા જ કીધેલું હતું કે ટાઈમ જશે. એમાં તમે એક વસ્તુ તમે જ્યારે ઓફલાઈન આવો ને ત્યારે હું તમને બતાવીશ કે કેવી રીતે લખવાનું તે. રાઈટ, બધા સ્ટેપ્સ નહીં લખવાના, કયા કયા સ્ટેપ્સ લખવાના અને લાસ્ટમાં આન્સર કેવી રીતે લખવાનો એ જ્યારે તમે ઓફલાઈન આવશો ને ત્યારે હું તમને બતાવી દઈશ. ખાલી મને યાદ કરાવી દેજો. રાઈટ, સો કદાચ મને ધ્યાન નહીં રહી તો તમે સામેથી મને પૂછી લેજો તો હું તમને કહી દઈશ કે આ રીતે કરવાનું છે. રાઈટ, ઓકે. બીજું છે કશું? ઓકે, સો રાઈટ, ફર્સ્ટ નેક્સ્ટ વીકમાં આપણે ગ્રીડી અલ્ગોરિધમનું નેપસેક પહેલા કવર કરશું. રાઈટ, આફ્ટર કમ્પ્લીશન ઓફ નેપસેક યુઝિંગ ગ્રીડી અલ્ગોરિધમ, રાઈટ, અગેન we will cover the Floyd's algorithm, matrix chain multiplication, sequential search, and assembly line scheduling, right? આ ચાર જ છે ને, હજી કોઈ છે? Right, so here I'm sharing the attendance link.